so I think the surface is all ready to go. This is gonna do okay for us, I think. It's a little bit lumpy because of the cracks, but again, just keep our joints nice and loose, keep our core nice and tight, and our upper body loosey-goosey, and we should be good to go. So we've done a lot of sort of lateral stepping and figuring out, working on our balance on one foot and the other. So now we're gonna work on our balance forwards and backwards, and we're gonna start doing something that you probably all know how to do, which is called the twist. So if you're doing this in shoes, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. The reason we're gonna do this is so that we can get comfortable on our front and our back axles and being balanced in those positions. So first things first, I'm just gonna get you to actually stagger your feet like we do with the rocking, but I'll do this sideways so you can see. And then I'm gonna get you in this nice staggered position. What this does is we not only have width stability, but we have front and back stability. If my feet are side by side, then I actually am going to create a linear line, and it's a very tiny tipping point. So that's why I'm gonna go a little bit staggered. And I'm just gonna see what it feels like to lift my heels a little bit, just like that. So I'm getting stuck in the cracks a little bit, so I'm a little bit wobbly, but that's what this is all about. It's about developing control. And I'm gonna try both sides, just lifting my heels. I don't need big movements. If you're really good at this and you're actually trying to just practice, then you can hold and drop, and hold and drop. So work on that a little bit. Once you feel a little bit more comfortable with that, then we're gonna start getting into the actual twist. This isn't about big movements. It's also not about keeping your feet perfectly parallel. So I want you to think about planting your toes and your heels swinging out beside them. If you're doing the twist in your shoes or your socks, then you're actually just swinging your heels around, but the ball of your foot stays planted. It's the same motion. So I'm gonna stay nice and loose here, and I'm gonna just lift and twist. Little movements to start with. If that's too easy, then you're gonna start swinging as much as you can from side to side. So I'm going full 180 there. And then to get your work on your back axle, this you want to be really careful with, because if you lift your toes and you're too standing tall, then you are going to go backwards. So again, I want you to start in a nice lower position, and you're just going to start lifting, again, staggered feet, lift your toes. Get used to what that feels like on one leg, with one leg forward and then the other leg forward. Good. So we're doing lots of balance work. Again, the more you can work on this, the more control you're going to have when you're doing movements. So and then it comes down to just doing the twist, and then we're going to do the twist to the side. So if I'm starting on the left here, I'm going to lift my toes, then my heels, toes, heels. Toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. So that's one side, and then we'll go back the other way. Remember, you're keeping yourself nice and loose in your joints, and you should be able to travel. You don't want roll for this. You actually just want lateral movement when you're doing this. So again, it's not about big movement sideways. If I throw my weight to the side, I'm gonna go roll forward. So I'm actually just more lifting up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Cool, give it a try. Hope it works out, and we'll add it to a routine a little bit later.